Good morning, Newark Yoga movement family and community. I wanted to offer a short restorative practice for you today without really requiring too much, because I know we all are limited in space and time and prompts. So I just thought I'd offer a practice. You can grab 2 blocks. You can use books if you need them. They're helpful. And then I simply grabbed 2 pillows from off my bed. Blankets are always wonderful. You can roll up beach towels or any sort of towels for a little additional support. But the important thing is to really come into your breath, ground down into the earth, and release whatever is holding you back, any stresses. And the breath is really the best tool for coming back into the moment and coming into the now, which is the only place that we really have to be. So find a seat, whether you're sitting on your bottom, you could sit in Virasana. You could take one of your pillows, if you have a tight low back, sit up on that pillow and let those knees drop down. Ground down through those sit bones as you lift up through the crown of your head and through your heart. We'll take a moment to begin our practice by just finding the breath coming into you. And a wonderful breathing technique. And you can simply just breathe by extending the exhale to calm yourself. But I love this breathing technique, and I've been doing this at night when I'm not sleeping as soundly as I'd like. It's called the square breath. And we'll just do a couple rounds together, and then it'll be your choice whether you want to use this throughout your poses and your practice today. But the square breath, what you're doing is you're inhaling for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, breathing in 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, breathing out 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, breathing in 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, breathing in 2, 3, 4, holding 2, 3, 4, breathing out 2, 3, 4. And just take a few normal breaths, whatever normal is right now, and just come into you. Feel the earth beneath you and feel your breath filling you up. From here, let's bring our feet nice and wide, maybe taking away any props that you need. Bring those feet out wide, have the hands behind you, and let's take a few windshield wipers. Just windshield wiping the legs to the left and to the right. You can't do this wrong. Just allow yourself. This is great to do if you've just been sitting too long and taking a nice break. And then next time you drop the knees over to one side, bring the opposite hand over and just give yourself a nice gentle twist. Take a few breaths here, wringing out what's not serving. Letting go of any tension in the waist. You can maybe make some head circles. Maybe drop the chin to the chest and back. And then when you're ready, let's come back around. Let's take a few windshield wipers. And then next time, let's drop the knees to the other side, bringing the opposite hand up, bringing that hand across, and just taking a few breaths here. Releasing any tension in the upper back, the neck and shoulders, feeling the earth beneath you, and feeling your breath. And then when you're ready, let's come back to center. Maybe take a few windshield wipers just because it feels really good on the hips. And then when you're ready, let's come back to center. Let's bring those feet in. And then from here, we're going to turn around. Bring your hands on the thighs. Let's slowly roll down onto our back and take a moment to land. Take a moment to arrive. You don't even need a yoga mat for this. Just find somewhere safe, somewhere comfortable that you can let go, that you can feel the earth beneath you. Maybe ground down into those feet as you draw the tailbone to the heels, drawing the sit bones to the heels, and just allow yourself to be held by the earth. From here, hug the knees into the chest, and maybe gently rock side to side. And feel that nice stretch, feel that nice support through the low back. Let's bring the left foot down to the floor, pulling that right knee in. Let's bring the right hand on the right knee and circle it out. Just open up that hip, grounding down through the left hip, grounding down through the left foot. And then when you're ready, circle in the other direction. When you're centered, let's bring the hands behind that thigh. Push the thigh into the hands, getting a nice stretch in the shoulder. And maybe flex and extend from that knee joint, pointing and flexing through the foot. When you come center, the knee can be as straight or not. This feels right for your body. Point and flex the foot, just articulating, spreading through the toes, circle out that ankle. Either direction, whatever feels good for you. And then rock that leg from side to side. Let's pull that right knee in, bring that right foot to the floor, and then pull the left knee in. It's your option if you want to extend that right leg or keep it grounded. Take a moment to bring that left hand on the left knee and do nice little circles. Grounding down through the right hip, grounding down through the right foot, pulling the belly button to the spine and letting that hip open, and circle that knee in the other direction. When you're ready, let's bring the hands behind the thigh. Let's push the thigh into the hands, getting that nice stretch in the shoulders, and then flex and extend from the knee. And again, it doesn't have to be totally straight. Just go where you can go, what feels good for you, and then straighten that leg as much as you can. Let's point and flex the foot. Maybe do some circles with the ankles. Spread through the toes, bringing awareness into our bodies. And then when you're ready, let that leg rock from side to side. Pull that left knee in. Let's bring the right knee in to meet it. Hands on both knees, open up through the hips. And then circle in the other direction. When you're ready, let's bring the feet to the floor. Let's grab one of our blocks. And again, you can do this with some pillows or anything that's a little firmer. We're going to come into a supported bridge. So we're going to ground down through those feet, lift up through the hips, and allow the sacrum to release onto the block. Tuck those shoulders under and take this moment to pause. Open up in front of those hip flexors. allowing yourself to be held by the earth and by the breath. Before we settle, let's bring that right knee into the chest and let's extend that left leg. If it's comfortable, plug down through that heel. Get that nice stretch in front of the left hip flexor, the base of the psoas, and breathe. And then when you're ready, bring the right foot down, pull the left knee into the chest, extend that right leg, plug down through that heel, and just enjoy the stretch in front of that hip flexor, the base of the psoas. Creating some more space, creating more ease and opening in the body for the breath. Creating more spaciousness for the breath. And then when you're ready, you can bring both feet to the floor for a nice supported bridge pose, or if you'd like a little more opening, you can extend those legs. And try it if you can come in if you need to, but just allow yourself to land, allow yourself to breathe into this nice open front body, grounded back body. And when you're ready, let's walk those feet back in. Pull the knees in and maybe extend those legs for a gentle inversion. They don't have to be straight. The knees can be bent. Even a gentle inversion is an opportunity for a change of perspective. A nice chance to balance out our nervous systems. And then when you're ready, let's bring those feet back down to the floor. Let's gently ground down into those feet as you lift those hips up and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Might feel really nice here to windshield wiper the legs. Maybe you prefer to hug the knees into the chest. Honor your body at this time. And then when you're ready, let's walk those feet in, hug the knees in. You can tuck the chin and rock up, or you can roll to the side and come on up. Taking a moment to pause, bringing those feet out into a Uttanasana versus a Baddha Konasana, maybe moving the sit bones, maybe sitting up on a pillow or block. We're going to lift up out of those hips and we're going to fold forward into butterfly or Uttanasana. Just enjoying the opening of the hips, a gentle forward fold. If you'd like a little more support here and you have a chair, you can pull a chair in, bring those feet underneath the chair, and fold forward here. Allow yourself to surrender, allow yourself to let go. If you don't have a chair, you can bring your hands on your shins, drop the head to the hands. And again, allow yourself to soften. allow yourself to release into the pose. So as you release, you can go a little further forward. You can review the square breath that we started with. But do always check in with the breath when the mind starts to wander. Slowly coming back up. Let's bring the knees together, extending that left leg. Let's put that knee into the chest. From here, we're going to cross the right leg over the left, bringing that right hand behind you. We're going to lift up, and let's hug that knee in, finding that lift, and then twisting from the belly as you twist the ribs, the shoulders, broadening across the heart, maybe looking over that left shoulder. The right shoulder. When you're ready, let's come back. Give yourself a nice counter twist. Come back through center. Extend that right leg. Shake it out if you need to. Bring that left knee in. Cross that left knee over the right. And if it's too much, you can keep it right here. Yogi's choice. Bringing that left hand behind, lift up, hug that left knee in as you lift and twist. Grounding down through that right leg, through the sit, and you twist from the waist, through the heart, letting that head come around last. And then when you're ready, let's come back to center. Uncross the legs, shake it out a little bit. From here, we're going to come around. And we're going to come into a supported child's pose. So you can bring your 2 pillows, maybe you bring 3 pillows, as much as you need. We're going to bring those pillows into us. If you have any knee issues, you can bring your hands between your calves and your thighs. You can bring a blanket between the calves and your thighs. You can connect the hips to the heels and surrender forward. Or if it's too much on the knees, you can always come forward into this with the knees above the hips. So take the variation that works for you and allow yourself to surrender to the blankets, to the pillows, whatever you've got, and just breathe. Enjoy the lengthening of the spine. And again, always being curious about our poses as opposed to thinking they're absolutes. Let's bring that opposite ear to the pillows and just let go. If it's any strain, return to the original position. Where can you release? Where can you let go? Soften into your breath. Soften into the ground below. When you're ready, let's gently come up. Maybe do a few cat and cow if that feels good for your spine. Maybe a few hip circles, just releasing what you need to release. And then we're going to come around into our final pose. We're going to come into either a reclined Baddha Konasana or other. So I'm going to make my pillows a T, and this might need to be adjusted for your body. I'm going to bring my hips back to the base of the pillow. I'm going to take my blocks and I'm going to have them supported underneath my knees, either in a Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose legs, or they can be straight out with the blocks underneath them for a little extra ease. And then you're going to just come down and allow yourself to surrender. Again, the legs can be straight. They can be in Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Draw the sit bones down towards the heels. Find the length of the spine. Find the earth beneath you and find your breath. If you have a washcloth or anything to cover your eyes, that can be nice. A blanket across the hips or over you. But keep it simple and work with what you've got. It's a nice time to come back to the square breath if you'd like. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Choose a breath where you can release. Choose a breath that you can let go. And allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to land. You can turn off the video and allow yourself to stay here as long as it feels good for you. If you're limited on time, just take a moment to bring those knees together. Take a moment to pause. Slowly roll onto one side or the other. Thank yourself for the time you've made for yourself today. And then gently come up to a comfortable seat. Bringing that pillow underneath you or a block, or just sitting any way that you can sit. Let's raise our hands to our heart center. Let's bow our heads to our hearts. Honoring our humanness, honoring our divinity, honoring the humanness and divinity for one and all. Sending gratitude to one and all, especially those on the front line. And just doing the best we can with the circumstances we're working with. one breath at a time, one day at a time. Let's bring our hands to our third eye, bowing down to our hearts and to each other. Namaste.